Good afternoon and a warm welcome to Spotlight on 6 Plus Careers. Please could you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name's Juliet and I am a television producer in comedy and entertainment programming.
So what does your job involve?
So it's a mixed bag, which is why I got into it essentially. It depends what job I'm working on. So the foundation of our whole industry is that we're all pretty much self-employed. So you are short-term contractors. Think of it like a builder, as you will. You get employed for a set period of time by a company who is essentially employed by one of the channels that they're making a show for. So I could work on a show. I could be brought in for a week. I could be brought in for 3 months. I could be brought in for 6 months. It totally depends on the show. And I wanted to get into it because I didn't want to be stuck in an office. Ironically, I'm now stuck in my house, but I wanted to have a job that wasn't just inputting data or wasn't just kind of filling in forms or doing the same thing every day.
So what has been your career's journey to get to this point?
So you don't really need any qualifications to work in the job that I do. Obviously, the industry itself branches out into a mass of different people who make a show happen. You do need qualifications if you're going to be the lighting guy, if you're going to be, whatever there is, the finance person, you need to know about accounting. But for making the actual show and coming up with the editorial ideas, you don't need any actual specific qualifications. It's not like being a doctor. So I did all my GCSEs, of course, and then I went to college and I did a BTEC that involved media studies. And after that, I deferred my university place in media and English. You can do television courses at university, and most of my colleagues have done them, but I didn't. This is now, how many years ago? I was 18, I'm now 33, and at that time I was able to do unpaid work. I lived very close to London, so companies would take young people on for a period of weeks, sometimes a week, sometimes 3, and you'd get to meet people, and you worked unpaid and they covered your training there. And I did that for about a year whilst working in a bar till someone offered me a low-rung job, and then that was that.
Amazing. So where has your job taken you?
So it does depend what kind of programming you do. I know loads of people who've gone and done I'm a Celebrity. They've done that in Australia. Wow. I know people who've filmed in South Africa. I know people who work on Love Island who obviously get to go to those kind of shows. But my niche is panel shows, comedy, entertainment panel shows, which are all filmed in studios. So I don't have a fixed place of work anyway. So sometimes I'm filming in Manchester, sometimes I film at Pinewood Studios, sometimes I film at Teddington Studios. There are a few in London, but other than that, if you are looking for locations outside of the studio, I've been sent probably to every city in the UK to look for nice looking bars, fun shops, great people that you'd want to put on television basically. But I am yet to get that job on I'm a Celebrity.
So if you were to hire somebody to work for you, what skills and qualities would you be looking for?
I would say foremost is conscientious and a team player. So when we're putting together a team, it's, we change teams all the time. So it's not like, someone doesn't come into your team and they're there for good. It's for like 3 or 4 months. So we're meeting people all the time and everyone wants recommendations from everyone else. So being conscientious, going, a little bit further, researchers are the backbone of a show most of the time because they provide me with information that I can then write scripts with. So someone who really thinks outside the box and keeps going, and then even the day before a record goes, I've just thought of this. They're never too late. We've changed scripts 5 minutes before going on because someone's had a good idea. Never too late. Keep going.
Wow. Just 5 minutes before. Gosh. I would definitely go into a mass panic. So what would you say you enjoy most about your job?
enjoy the people. I'm so lucky that I get to work with really talented and funny and inspiring people in production teams, on set, and the people in front of the camera. And that changes. I'll go into a new team. Sometimes I've worked with them all loads before. Sometimes it's, there's a few people you've never met before, and that is fun. It's fun meeting new people. It's fun having a laugh, and it's fun buzzing off other people for ideas.
Wonderful. So who would you say would be your role model?
The one negativity of working in the TV industry is that the hours can be quite consuming and quite intense. It does depend what you're working on, of course, but sometimes, budgets are cut and you don't have very long to make something with quite big expectations, so you end up working quite long hours. So as the older I get, I never used to think about this in my 20s, but in your 30s, you realise that women in higher positions are slightly fewer than you would like, because they're trying to juggle a kind of motherhood life and a career life, and it's not always that easy. You can't just leave at 5 o'clock some days when your final script read is due for 6 p.m. and then the amount of work after that. So I am inspired by working mums who manage to do it all and don't complain.
I love that. Thank you so much. And just finally, what advice would you give to your 15-year-old self?
I would say enjoy the first roles that you do more. Of course, you're always nervous and anxious about whether you're doing a good job, but ultimately those first few years in a career in TV, you do have loads of fun because you have less responsibility. So enjoy those moments where you meet someone who you think, oh my God, I can't believe I've just met that person, because it does go. And also enjoy when someone makes that idea, an idea that you have, and they say, I like that, let's do it, and it evolves, and suddenly that's on the TV screen. I say, shout about it and let people know that was your idea, and enjoy those moments when you're more junior, rather than saying, oh, well, it was only a little idea and then the other people made it happen. No, it came from you. So, but you forget that when you're young, because you just think, oh, everyone else has done more work on it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon.